Welcome back to Goalpost, and let's get right into it. The 5 craziest tackles in football history. In number 5, we have Martin Taylor's tackle on Eduardo da Silva in 2008. Eduardo da Silva was a talented striker for Arsenal who suffered a horrific injury during a Premier League match against Birmingham City.
Tackled by Taylor, who showed studs. I'm told the injury is so disturbing.
Martin Taylor's tackle was a 2-footed lunge that caught Eduardo's ankle, causing a compound fracture. The injury was so severe that Eduardo was left with a permanent deformity in his left leg and was forced to miss a year of football. Although Eduardo did eventually return to playing, he was never the same player again. The injury had a significant impact on his career and ultimately led to his retirement at the age of only 34. Can you imagine that things get worse? David Bust, Coventry City, 1996. David Bust was a defender for Coventry City who suffered one of the most horrible injuries in football history.
And it needed a super save. But the Coventry man with the legs strapped together.
During a match against Manchester United, Bust collided with 2 players and suffered a double compound fracture of his tibia and fibula. The injury was so severe that the bone was sticking out of his leg, causing shock to both the players and the spectators. Bust never played professional game again and had to retire due to the severity of the injury. The injury had a significant impact on his life as he had to undergo multiple surgeries and rehabilitation. Alfie Haaland's encounter with Roy Keane is just an incredible one. And in our number 3, Haaland was a defender for Manchester City at the time. Roy Keane, the Manchester United captain, tackled Haaland, causing a serious knee injury. Keane's tackle was deemed to be premeditated as he had a personal vendetta against Haaland after he believed Haaland had feigned an injury in a previous game. The injury was so severe that Haaland was forced to retire from professional football immediately. He was just 30 at the time. Just have a look at this horrible tackle. In number 2, we have Stuart Holden's injury. Stuart Holden was a midfielder for Boston Wanderers who suffered a career-ending injury during a match against Manchester United. It seems like Man United players just try to kill. Johnny Evans tackled Holden.
Stuart Holden, that hurts.
Causing a fracture in his tibia and fibula. Similar to Bust earlier, Holden retired from football that day on the pitch and never played a game again. And the worst tackle of football history was a tackle on Marco van Basten in 1995. Marco van Basten was a prolific striker for AC Milan, who was forced to retire at the age of 30 due to a chronic ankle injury. The injury was sustained after a tackle by Marseille's Frank Sauzi during a Champions League match. Although the tackle itself did not appear to be particularly violent, it aggravated an existing injury that ultimately ended Van Basten's career. Well, this might seem like a light tackle. It's even worse that such a small tackle ended his career. Just embarrassing. And here you have it. These are the worst tackles in football history. What do you think? Are there any that are worse than these? Let us know down below. Don't forget to Ronaldo chop that subscribe button and watch another video here on the left. As always, have a good day.